dashboard isn't slow because of the data, it's slow because you built it wrong. You can't just throw these things together, and I'm going to show you a huge secret to making them run faster. Do your calculations as close to the visual as possible. This means that you only have to do calculations for exactly what a user is looking at, not on the entire data set. In order of speed, the fastest calculations are visual calculations done right in a chart. This is a great use for things like variance analysis, variance percents. Do them in the chart, and it doesn't have to calculate this across the data set. It just has to calculate what's literally in the chart. Next up is measures. The measure is calculating only what you need based on what's called in the measure. It's only going to calculate for the data on a sheet. It's going to calculate after any filters have been applied. It's a great way to get the benefits of kind of having consistent calculations, not having to build them in the visuals. It's a little bit slower than visual calcs, but much faster than the other two options. Now, third for speed is building your calculations into columns in the data model. So you do have to wait for Power Query to run this. If your data sets are very large, it can still slow you down, but it's faster than the last option, which is columns. This is using Power BI to add entire columns to your semantic models into a data table. So let's start with showing what a visual calculation is. Now, this is again one that you put right onto the visual. So I would click my visual. I'm going to click the three dots. I'm going to go to New Calculation, and now I'm going to do a calculation that is literally only going to be on the visual. So that's a visual calc. So now what's an example of a measure? So for a measure, let's say I could go to my transaction table. If I come in, if you see this little calculator symbol, that means it's a calculated measure. I'd click on my sales, I see my formula come up here, but you'll see these sales are not anywhere in the table. That's because it's a measure, it's only going to pull in the data I need post filters and for what is exactly shown on the visuals on the page. It's not calculating this across the entire data set, which is a massive, 100,000 line data set. Now contrast that with a calculated column. So I'd come back here, I'd go to New Column. Let's call this new column Sales. We'll say this equals my transaction quantity. There it is. This is going to be times related. Now you'll notice also in the measure I had to do sum x because I wanted this at every single level. I don't need to do that because I can just use the regular formula because with a column it's already going to do it at every single intersection. So then I would do my related product pricing. All right, we'll go ahead and hit enter, and now you'll see it's going to calculate this across every single intersection. So it's added this entire column, and every time you refresh, Power BI has to calculate this entire column instead of just calculating what you need.